Wade Heineman. It is early morning, July 5th, 2021, 1:44 a.m. I'm in Reedland, Iowa. As you can see, there's the library. There's the water tower with the light on back there. That's the main street this way. There's these buildings. Went for a drive today because my AC in my home is broken, and I believe the frauds broke it. They break things when they break into my home. It's been broken for the last week or so, or within the last week. They stole some more photographs. I have a safe. You can't see it. It's covered back here, but it has photographs of me with my family and friends from way back, which frauds have stolen over time. They stole more and more of them. They broke the safe, so they had access to my car somehow in the last month. I don't know when they stole the photographs, but I called that into Fayette County Sheriff's Department today. That's the only people that I've talked to in the last 2 days is Fayette County Sheriff's Department, updating them on the fraud, staging lies, and stealing things from me. As you can see, I changed the dates here. July 5th, 2021, 1:44 a.m., 1:44 a.m., born 11/4/71. Never LGBTQIA. I am Wade A. Heineman, FogZap1, YouTube, fogzap1.wordpress.com, Twitter, Wade Heineman I am. Lived at my home since 2014 there, 1809 W Avenue, Fairbank, Iowa, 1.5 mile north of Fairbank, Iowa, on V68 west side of the road, before any curves west on V68. Lived in the camper in the shed since fall 2018. By myself, no visitors on the property since 2016. I'll show you my receipts from today. I took a drive, as I said, because it's very hot in my home. Here is Waverly, Iowa Quick Star at 1:15 a.m., 7.5. And you can see 0596. That's my EBT card. Waverly, Iowa. The one in Janesville, like I said, I just went for a drive, and about the only things open are Quick Stars, and I want to get receipts to prove where I was because of staged lies by the frauds. There's that Wade Heineman housing inspector shirt again, housing inspector, not police. That's where I worked in 97, 2000. 7/5/21, 1 a.m. This is Janesville, Iowa, Quick Star. The guy claimed that he couldn't get me a receipt at 1 a.m., that they were changing over shifts, and I detected bullshit. So I made him give me a written receipt. And here's the one just after that in Waverly, because I didn't trust the guy. I think he stole my receipt. His last name ended in T-O-N. He was a male in his, 50s. Here is Cedar Falls Quick Star at 7/5, 12:03 a.m., 12:03 a.m. Quick Star, Cedar Falls. I got a drink there, 0596, 12:03 a.m. Here is Cedar Falls again. I got some gas too, same place, 7/5, 12:03. I got gas a couple different places tonight. That's mainly to document where I was, but I need gas anyway. So Jessup, Iowa, 7/4 at 11:15 a.m. Jessup, Iowa. That's fuel, $20. Then back to Independence, Iowa, Quick Star at 7/4 at 10:58 p.m. And I got, what did I get there? Some day-old rolls for $1 and chicken tenders. She didn't know how to ring these up initially, so she said she's been there a month, but I question that. It was a blonde girl, but teens or 20s, don't know. 0596, as you can see, there's my card again. People that were following me around tonight were mostly Mexican and gay people. No connection to any Hispanic person since 2006, as I've said over and over again. And never been gay, do not want to be with male sexually, never have been, never will be, only attracted to females. Not had any sexual contact in the last 5 years. No relationship of any kind in the last 6 years. And let's get out I wrote some notes here again. Born naturally male. I'm anatomically correct male. And whatever's been staged otherwise is just staged lies. Natural born male. No changes. Anatomically correct. No sexual contact 5 years. Not tried to meet anyone in 5 years. Not tried to meet anyone. I believe they're trying to make it look like I'm trying to meet people again. I've not been on a dating app ever. Never been on a dating app. If I'm portrayed on a dating app, it is not me. And if someone is contacting you to meet me, it is not me in the last 6 years. It is staged lies, or the frauds are doing it themselves, claiming that I'm trying to meet up with them. I'm not trying to meet anyone. No relationship 6 years. Again, not been with it, not had any connection to any Hispanic person since 2006. I have a feeling that has to do with some frauds getting into my phone, but because there was a Jessica that I had no idea who she was involved in messing up my phone originally. And she was Hispanic and originally from Nebraska area or Sioux Falls or Sioux City, Iowa. Only connection to any Sarah, including Sara or Sarah, in the last 10 years would be my brother's wife, Sarah. And I haven't talked to him or her since Thanksgiving 2017. Anything else, stage lies. I have a cousin named Sarah. I'm not going to say what her last name is, but first cousin named Sarah, no knowledge. Anyone named Sarah claims to be a theorist, inventor, blogger, poet. So don't know who Sarah is. Old Wine, Iowa Quick Star. Back to my receipts. Old Wine, Iowa Quick Star at 7/4/2021. And that's it for tonight. It was at what was that? 10:11. So I must have left home around 9:30 tonight, just to go for a drive. Like I said, it was very hot in my home. I was trying to catch up on sleep because I'm getting sleep deprived from, I think, something the frauds put in my home again. But here is my bank statement. She was supposed to give it up to my current date, but it's only through June 4th. But here you can see, and we'll work back. Well, no, we'll go let's work backwards. At the bottom there, Liberty Mutual payment. That's my insurance company since fall 2020. Liberty Mutual. Quick Star deposit May 21st of 1,500 I put in there. This money is not coming from anybody other than I've gotten money from the IRS, which is on here. Go up high enough, you'll see the IRS. Where is it? IRS Treasury of 1,500. Then I took out 1,500, and there's 1,400. University of Northern Iowa, 1,500 deposit. Up here, deposit from University of Northern Iowa of $5,280 some dollars. And on the other side, it has my information. Wade Heineman, 1809 W Avenue. All the information blacked out. You can see I was with Progressive Insurance October 13th, and then down a little bit further, still with Progressive on October 30th, but then you go down to the bottom, Liberty Mutual, November 3rd, Liberty Mutual Insurance. So that's where I got a lot of my money. Was in fall, was because of that yellow F-150. Here's the deposit from the Progressive over here from the yellow F-150, and that was sold at insurance auction. And then they gave it to me in 2 payments. Here's the other payment from Progressive. Yellow F-150, sold at his insurance auction. Don't know who it was, but then as you can see, I switched to Liberty Mutual. That's my car insurance. I don't have any other insurance other than my car insurance. That is all I have, and I made changes to that recently. I changed it from auto pay to pay by check or whatever. But as you can see, all my money in 2021 is coming from University of Northern Iowa, or a tax payment, the tax, the $1,400 tax, whatever, the tax stimulus down here, and University of Northern Iowa again, $1,500 at around that same time. So whoever this is claiming that they gave me money, and this should go down to June 28th. As you can see, the date on this paper is June 28th, and I'll show that here. That's not the one. June 28th. So, I finally found it. It fell between the seats. But June 28th, Reedland Bank, deposit 421, deposit 421.63. And I took that same amount, I think, yeah, I took that amount out very shortly after that, 420. So I don't have that receipt ready, but so you can see all those receipts. Show that I am in Reedland, my Nissan Murano. There is the water tower, and there is the Reedland Library. Reedland Library. Use Wi-Fi here. That's the only reason. That's the only reason I come to Reedland, is to use the Wi-Fi here outside the library. So if anybody's claiming I'm coming to see them in Reedland, they're lying. Ever. And you can see I got locks on the outside of the door here because the frauds have found other ways of getting in my vehicles. So a lot of times I'll unhook the battery even, because the frauds have found ways of getting into my vehicle. So anyway, that's that. There is no love interest in the United States in the last 6 years. Anybody that's claiming so is a fraud or delusional or both. Likely fraud or being fooled by frauds. They could be, the frauds could be pretending to be me digitally or a phone or text. I don't text or communicate with anyone other than my mother. My father I'll call sometimes. They're 80 and 79 years old, Jerry and Lois. They are my biological parents. That's the only connection I have to anybody in the last 5 years. Or since early 2017, I cut off contact with my former best friend, or, if he ever was my best friend. White guy named Tim. I've had no connection to any one of any color named Tim. That was indicated. That's the only reason I say these things. I've had no connection to any Hispanic person since 2006. No connection to any black person since 2006. All else is stage lies. My former friend Tim dated a stripper named Keisha from Waterloo between 2014 and 2015. In that time period, I met her friends, but I only met them. I didn't do anything with her friends. I was supposed to go bowling with one of them, but she was acting really fruity on the phone, so I canceled the date and I went and met Tim, and he was dating Keisha at the time at one of the bars that he was frequenting. It happened to be in Evansdale, which was odd because I never hung out in Evansdale, and neither did they until then. I had nothing to do with anybody in Evansdale, Iowa ever. So that would be stage lies as well. So whoever's claiming, quote, love, I've heard that over and over again. Someone referring to themselves as love, or people saying that somebody is my love. There is no one. It's all staged lies by frauds, possibly those who break into my home, or they're digitally editing footage, illegal surveillance of me in my home, and then putting themselves in it somehow digitally, or they're doing it when I leave home. As you can see, my eyes are green eyes. They always have been. I never worn contacts in my life, not once. I don't wear sunglasses at night since around 2017. So whoever's the fraud wearing the sunglasses at night, it's not me. So my hands are, again, 10.75 inches from this finger to my tip of my thumb. That's 10.75. This is 10.5 approximately, or this. Both these ways are about 10.5. I can't quite get my hand outstretched, but this is 10.5, 10.75 inches here. So just to prove again the angles of my face. So I've didn't go to any fireworks this weekend because my life is shit because of these people staging lies. I've not seen my son's only known child since 1997. He is 26. He is white. His name is Austin. I've paid about $40,000 in child support for him. His mother would not let me see him when she was either dating someone or married, which is most of the time when he was growing up. When I moved to Dubuque, and then I was about 2 to 2.5 hours away from her, and going through the courts would have been torturous because at that time I only get visitation every 2 weeks, and for a young child be yanked out of a home, I'd experienced that because I managed some low-income apartments when I was 21 and 22 years old. So I didn't want to do that, but I wanted her to cooperate that I could see him, but she didn't cooperate, and so I never was able to establish a relationship with him. He has never been around the Fairbank area. That would be a fraud. I know there's a fraud claiming to be my son, but my son has never been around the Fairbank, Iowa area. He grew up about an hour west of me, west-southwest of me. And He has never been in the Fairbank, Iowa area. That is a fraud. I've had no connection to anybody on a motorcycle since in the last 10 years. That was indicated. I haven't ridden a motorcycle since 1996, and I hardly ever rode one. I just bought one to see if I liked it, and I didn't like it. So I never ridden a motorcycle since 1996. Don't know anybody that rides motorcycle. Don't know anybody that rides a semi or drives a semi. That's been indicated over and over again. Don't know any of those people. I don't know anything. I don't know what my son's been up to since 2014 when he went to high school around that time. And I called him on the phone and texted him a few times, several times between his late teens and early 20s. And he said he would come out to visit my parents at that time, but he never did. I don't know if he's afraid to, and I understand that, but it's the ball's in his court as far as that. And then I don't use those kind of trite phrases very much, but in this case, that's what it's up to him whether he wants to meet me and my family or not. I don't know what he's been doing in the last 7 years. I don't know at all what he's been doing. I wasn't able to establish a relationship with my son. There's no one else that's claimed to be my child. There's indications I got someone pregnant in the last 6 years. No, I didn't get anybody pregnant. They'd have to have been stealing my DNA and splicing it to create a baby with somebody. I mean, that's the only way. So no, I don't have a young child. That would be lies, staged lies in order to steal from me. And I don't even know who would be claiming that. So that's just a no. No one has come to me and said they were my child other than I know my son Austin is because I have a DNA test in Butler County still on record. It has my picture. It has his mother's picture, Tanya, who is white, and she has some Native American blood. And I don't ever say Indian. I don't know why that came out. I say Native American. I always have. I know some Native Americans don't like to be called Indian, and I understand that. So I don't ever call them Indians. But I don't know why I just said that. It's just, I guess I'm tired. But just trying to get all the information in this. And not trying to meet anyone. I believe the frauds are trying to claim that I'm meeting someone again or that I'm coming out of the closet. I've never been in the closet because I am not gay. I am not gay. I'm not LGBTQIA. As you can see, I am male. I was born male. I've done no changes to myself. I have only ever been attracted to or been with females. I've only ever been with adult females sexually. And I haven't been on the cam model sites in the last couple nights. Actually, I stopped for like a minute and I went on there and said hi to the one I like, but I'm on there as a guest. So I have not logged into any cam model site in over a year now. It's been over a year, actually, right as around today was the last time I logged into any cam model site. So when I go on there, I'm on there anonymously, and nobody can see my messages in her room other than herself and the people that run the site. So, and the frauds possibly that hack, but so nobody can read my messages other than her and the people on the site. She knows what I'm saying, and they do, but the other people do not. So, anyway, and some women cannot see what you type as a guest if you're in there. So, and she is a natural born female. She's 30 years old, dark hair from Romania. She's very thin. And, I have feelings for her, but I'm not saying, she has feelings for me or anything like that. I'm just saying that I like her. That's all I'm saying. I'm not, I'm not trying to say, that we are gonna get married or anything. I'm just saying that I like her. That's all I'm saying. I like her a lot, but anyway, there's nothing I can do right now to go try and meet her or see if she's attracted to me in person. So that's why I don't take it that seriously, because that's, I don't have any way to do that right now, because these frauds have my life just totally destroyed. So I'm just trying to survive through this and get through all the stage lies that they do every day, follow me around, anticipate where I go, stage their lies in Iowa always. I haven't been outside the state of Iowa for more than a few hours since 2016. Not at all. I haven't been outside the country of the United States of America since 2002. But I was born here on 11/4/1971. Male, heterosexual, anatomically correct, born that way. Anything else is stage lies. They're digitally editing footage of me or lying about me in some way. So there's one of my blue things. And this one of these quilts was made by my ex-fiancée. I was in a checkout line the other day, and there was a black woman, and it was talking about quilts, and it had patterns very similar to this quilt. It was a white woman that made that for me. Nobody, and there's never been a black woman that's been in bed with me. I haven't been in bed with anybody in 5 years. Not in a bed at all with anybody in 5 years. So I don't know what the thing with the quilt on the front of a magazine was, but it looked very much like that quilt that my ex-fiance made for me. She's 5'2", white, blonde, medium blonde, thin, works in the medical industry, but there is a fraud that pretends to be my ex too. She is exactly 10 years younger than me, my ex from 2006 to 2013. She's white, is 5'2", thin, blonde, medium blonde, and in the medical industry. And she had a son that called me dad. And I had to have him stop coming out because there's indications he was saying things that out at the barn home that I thought he was being incentivized to say, because he would say things that seemed stagey to me, like talking about wanting to have me make s'mores at a bonfire, like practically begging me, and I didn't know why. Suddenly he was talking about that, and then as soon as we were done with that, he's looking on his phone to see if he's got coupons to go to GameStop. So I believe it was his father incentivizing him to say things at my parents' home at that time, because I was having him out there in 2015, 16, 2014, 2015, 2016, because I didn't have a good enough home for him to come out to. There was nothing to do where I was living. So I had him come out there, and they liked him. So, but I had to have him stop coming out in 2016 because he was saying things that seemed stagey to me. I was never abusive to him. I put a lot of effort in being his father from 2006 to 2013. So it was very hurtful for me to feel that he was saying things for the Sabotage Network when he was out there in 2014 2015 16. He started saying things like that just seemed stagey to me, like the frauds that I've been dealing with. So Wade Heineman, born 11/4/1971. fogzap1.wordpress.com, fogzap1 YouTube channel. I'm Wade A. Heineman, male heterosexual since birth. fogzap1.wordpress.com/blog. Twitter, WADEHEINEMANIAM, and lived by myself where I live at 1.5 mile north of Fairbank, Iowa on V68, west side of the road before any curves. In the camper in the shed since fall 2018. Before that, in the white mobile home. No one has lived with me out there since 2009, and that was just the ex-fiancée I was just speaking about. Her and her son were out there with me from 2008 and 9. But nobody has been visited me on the property at all since 2016. Anything else is staged lies by the frauds. And that includes inside the camper. If anybody other than me has been in the camper, they've been in there illegally. And I know they have been in there because I know they staged lies with clothing I've left in there. Can't even leave clothing in my home and one piece of it without them staging lies in my home when I leave there. And I still don't know who they are, but I know they stage gay, LGBTQIA lies out there when they break in. But I still don't know who they are. Signing off. Early morning, July 5th in Reedland, Iowa. Show again quick that I am in Reedland. Wade Heineman. Signing off.